Greetings. 4th of March, 10:30 in the morning. Nice sunny day outside. Yesterday, went down to the Ecobuild at Earl's Court, and what an exhibition. Quite big. Bigger than I anticipated it was going to be. Excellent manufacturers down there to go and browse around. Some nice new products, some great new ways of presenting. I quite like the auditoriums. They had two in the centre of the exhibition, and some very nice things going on. Very easy to get to. Train straight down to Marylebone, then tube across to down to Earl's Court. Just got home in time before they had a fire drill at one of the stations, so that shut down the Bakerloo line, which I was on. So quite pleased to get home in one piece without any troubles. Still, first one up is Sam Proctor from the Proctor Group. Now, I did an interview with him about their new Spacetherm product. Excellent. Why not just watch Sam for 15 minutes, and well, it's not, it's about 5 or 6 minutes, and you'll see an excellent new product. I did 3 other interviews, and I'll put them out over the next couple of days. So sit back and enjoy. Toodaloo. Okay, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, Sam Proctor from the Proctor Group.
Lovely. And what's the new product, Sam?
Right, well, what we've brought into the market is a product called Spacetherm, and this particular product here is called Spacetherm F20. 20 stands for 20 mil of insulation, and the F stands for Thermocell. The idea here is you have to imagine this is the internal face of a solid wall, and what we're trying to do is put a thin insulation material onto the internal face of a solid, hard-to-treat wall without impacting the room footprint considerably. This product's 30 mil overall, 10 mil Thermocell, 20 mil of insulation, directly fixed into the solid wall with a new fixing which we're promoting. It's a Tapcon concrete screw, fixed directly into the solid wall. No need for a raw plug. We have a special attachment we also sell with the product, which also has a Phillips head on the top, so you can put that over the drill bit and drill straight into the wall. We say drill, drive, done. If you come closer, the product also has a foil vapor check laminated between the insulation and the Thermocell to reduce the risk of interstitial condensation. If you're a social landlord, housing association, local authority, and you have hard to treat walls, British Gas are also offering considerable funding for hard to treat properties where you want to use Spacetherm F. They're our exclusive funding partner, and please feel free to contact the Proctor Group or British Gas's Solid Wall Helpline for further information on that. We're also looking at some development work including a much thinner version, which is a 10mm product, which can go onto an existing wall and then be wallpapered on top of as normal. We also have the product in strip version, which we can cut to any width or thickness, fully encapsulated with a double-sided sticky tape on the back. Excellent for timber frame and particularly steel frame, where we've had data from Oak Ridge Laboratories in the States showing that the product actually reduces heat transfer for the metal structure by approximately 30%. It's a big saving in energy.
What sort of energy, what sort of lambda values or K values are you getting, Sam?
K factor of the insulation, as per the FIW, is 0.013. The best K factor you'll find of any insulation material on the market today.
And compressive strength?
Compressive strength, we're actually looking to get long-term creep tests done at the moment, and they're being carried out because we have a test in Wales where the product's actually being used as a carpet underlay, and long-term creep is an issue there. We don't see any deflection of more than 5%, but they're our own tests, so something that we wouldn't put out to the marketplace. We want to have that independently done, so we're looking at that as we speak. Excellent.
And what sort of constructions are we looking at? Timber frame, brick?
We're doing work with timber frame, obviously. Solid hard to treat walls is a perfect application for the material. We're exploring the idea of an external system as well, potentially. We've got the wall liner product, which any competent DIY person will be able to put up. That may also attract funding in the future as well. And we've done everything from AGA kitchens to canal boats, where we refurbished a canal boat internally, very thin insulation, vapor check, and then timber paneling put up. So the options are limitless. What we're trying to do is focus on the areas where we know there is a requirement for thin insulation, i.e. hard to treat walls, of which there are apparently over 4 million of them in the UK, potentially 5.
And why is it so good, Sam? What's the magic behind it?
The magic
Why
behind
so
it is
thin?
obviously it's not called Spacetherm for nothing. Space is one of the main points. You're saving space, and there's the thermal aspect to it as well. As a product itself, it is incredibly waterproof. Now, when a product is waterproof, it has additives added to it to make it waterproof. Hydrophobe, for example. That hydrophobe, when you touch the product for long periods of time, will actually appear on your hands. However, that can be washed off with soap and water. Soap's a surfactant. Surfactants break down hydrophobe, and therefore that clears off your hands. Very similar to a Gore-Tex jacket. When you buy a Gore-Tex jacket, there's a big pack you get with it that you take out, you never read, but if you actually take the time to read it, it'll tell you never ever put a Gore-Tex jacket in a washing machine. If you put a Gore-Tex jacket in a washing machine, there's detergent there, that's a surfactant, it breaks down the hydrophobic nature of the jacket, and then it's not waterproof anymore. This is exactly the same. So people need to be aware, if you're handling it in large amounts, you will feel that waterproof nature on your hands. I say to people, we can take all that out if you prefer, but then you have an insulation material which isn't as waterproof as aerogel is. And I prefer an insulation material that didn't allow moisture into it than one that does.
And cost per square metre or cost comparison?
No problem at all. Cost per square metre for a 10mm blanket, and this is a very approximate cost, we would be looking at around about £20 a square metre. It may drop if you have larger volumes. The more that we sell, obviously, the more the price is more attractive, but that's a rough general guideline figure.
Excellent. And the Agremont, Sam?
Yeah, nice to report that we have our BRE certificate now for our walling applications with Spacetherm F and the plasterboard version as well. So people have the peace of mind to know that when they use our product, there's BRE certification sitting behind it.
Many thanks for that, Sam.
Thank you very much.